We're transmuting Terrence Howard's current content dump on Bill Maher's podcast. All right, so this is a 2-hour thing.
Wow.
I only could get through the first 10 minutes before I was like, bro, this is...
Well, Terrence Howard, we know he's loony bin.
We know Terrence Howard is loony bin. This is more about how Bill Maher tackles the nuttiness of Terrence Howard. In other words, what is Bill Maher incentivized to do? Evil.
He's
going to
bring it out.
Another narcissist.
He's going to make him look like an asshole and an idiot.
Well,
Terrence is going to do it himself, but
there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are going to happen. But we have a narcissist who's like bringing on one of the most malignant narcissists on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher is not too far behind him.
Look at you, look at that. I don't know how you did that. I'm like,
weird.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my God, this outfit.
Never got married.
Why does he look like a cult leader?
Exactly.
Cult leader.
That's what he wants to be. That's what Terrence Howard wants to be. That's what Terrence Howard jerks off to. He wants a cult.
I want a cult of pig. A cult of piganality. She's being a very big ham.
Piggy's being really good, though.
She's being very good.
Back to this freaking wannabe cult leader. That's what it is. He wants to create.
Be a cult leader.
He wants to control other people's minds with his own version of science. Dude, we have to go to the website. Is so scary.
Oh my God, is that him playing chess? What's happening over here? I love whoever did the photography for him for this fucking website.
If he just called himself an artist, I'd be down, man. I would have no bad vibes about this whatsoever.
What are these things? Tangential flight vehicles? Drones?
They're drones. Yep.
Bro just took some really good acid and was like, what if I made some sacred geometry
I have to do
drones?
This. I'm going to give you some context. Okay. All we have to do is watch the first 5 to 10 minutes of this video. You're going to laugh a lot. It's going to be enjoyable.
Okay.
And then we're going to do the Bill Maher thing.
No amount of reality or mockery will ever dissuade him from believing, as you'll recall, prompted by his rejection from Hollywood due to being an insufferable maniac, Terry began an internet rampage proclaiming his status as the smartest person in human history, despite being a complete moron who can't do second-grade math. We've covered much of this in previous videos, pulling mainly from his appearances on Joe Rogan's podcast. In those videos, we highlighted his fraudulent claims and profound incompetence, from his fumbling of basic arithmetic, to his silly little shapes and imaginary patents, to the drone he paid someone to make for him that he thinks can fly in space, to his claims of having revolutionized chemistry and physics. After the initial backlash and humiliation, since not that many people are dumb enough to fall for his ramblings, he kept quiet for a bit, but he's licked his wounds and he's back to try and reclaim some dignity, because a true delusional narcissist will never accept any reality other than their own fabricated one, in which they are the Kwisatz Haderach, and Terry is as delusional
I've never heard that
they
term.
Come. The main thing I will be covering today...
Kwisatz Haderach? What is that a reference to?
Did you see how it was spelled?
Yeah.
Here, let me just go back to this frame.
Feels...
like a wise mystic, right?
Okay.
The Kwisatz Haderach, and Terry is as delusional as they come. The main thing I will be covering today is a recent appearance...
Look at his outfit. This outfit's even more unhinged than his outfit on fucking Bill Maher's podcast.
You know who he thinks he is? Erykah Badu.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Bro thinks that he's intellectual and deep like Erykah Badu. He's wearing I communicate with aliens outfits like Erykah Badu would, but he does not have the motion, grace, style, or intelligence.
I love Erykah Badu's music, but I think she's also pretty wingnutty in her own way.
She is, but she can pull off a lot more of her. She's more like in a different vein. Well, she's like a more natural.
She's just a really good artist, is what it. She's just she's one of the greatest artists. Yeah. Terrence Howard isn't.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. That outfit, is giving Erykah Badu.
That's an interesting point.
He's trying to steal from the sister. Literally, look up a video.
He's wearing a hoodie with a hat. What's that hat called, please? You're the hat.
Oh, I don't know. That's not a fedora.
Fez?
It's not a pork pie.
Can we call that a fez?
It's not a fez.
Whatever, like a summer hat, gardening.
It's
a nice gardening hat. Anyways, and then like a moccasin or some shit over the. It just.
Since that's been getting a lot of
traction.
Smock,
you mean?
But there is one other amusing video.
Oh, smock?
Is it moccasin is like a foot boot.
Yeah, smock. Sorry.
Smock.
Like to hit before diving into that.
Clothing idea. A smoccasin.
A smoccasin.
A smoccasin where it's a one. It's like a romper, but includes your feet.
That's such a great idea.
A smoccasin.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hilarious.
Great.
All right, so this guy, okay, there's this Netflix show called like The 3 Body Problem. I don't know anything about
Okay.
it. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
Terrence thinks he solved it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
The video is called Terrence Howard. 3-body problems. First things first, what is the 3-body problem?
Please.
Yes, it's a relatively underwhelming sci-fi series on Netflix. But what is
Underwhelming.
it in physics? Well, it's just what it sounds like. It describes the challenges associated with making predictions about a system involving 3 celestial bodies that all exert gravitational influence on one another. When there are 2 bodies, it's very easy to use classical mechanics to calculate what will happen. This would be like one planet going around one star. The math is very simple. Throwing a 3rd body in there, like an additional planet that will perturb the orbit of the first planet and in turn have its own orbit perturbed, makes the math way more complicated. In fact, strictly speaking, there is no rigid, general, closed-form solution for such a system due to the constantly shifting center of mass for the system. It's quite easy to make approximations, which we do all the time, given that we know where all the planets in the solar system will be at any given time in the future, and there are 8 of those. But we are using approximations nonetheless, something which is quite easy for a solar system where the overwhelming majority of the mass is contained in the star at the center, so the shift in the center of mass for the system as the planets proceed through their orbits is negligible. An even better example would be comparing a binary star system to a trinary star system. 2 stars orbiting each other is easy to describe mathematically. 3 stars that are gravitationally bound will generate motion that is chaotic.
Yeah.
We can still generate computational models to predict what will happen. It's
love
just not
triangle.
rigidly solvable with a simple mathematical formula like with a 2-body system, which was solved all the way back in Newton's time. There are also special limiting cases of 3-body
I like how they said that.
systems
It's
are
solved back
solvable.
in Newton's
Such as
time.
Yeah.
We've already
This shit's been
figured this
around.
out. We figured this out a long time
It's
ago.
an interesting aspect of applied mathematics, but it actually isn't some enormous catastrophe for astrophysics. We can model celestial dynamics very successfully anyway. So that's what the 3-body problem is. Terrence does not know what the 3-body problem is. I mean, he genuinely has no idea. Like, didn't even bother Googling it to get the gist of it. And yet, through divine providence, Terry has solved it. He solved something that is literally impossible to solve, and he did it without even knowing what it is. Isn't that something? Here he is now, enlightening us with his supreme wisdom. Not in front of a whiteboard where he can show us math, heavens no. He's just in some random place outside, because he's a super thoughtful and supremely wise sage that is one
Wait, no,
with
it's a
nature.
fake
You wouldn't
background, though.
understand.
Look at,
Just
isn't that a tile floor at the bottom? He's not outside
I
anywhere.
think you're right.
He's not outside anywhere. That's a weird background.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's green screened.
You're right.
You can see there's like drawers or whatever. There's a tile floor
So
at the
trippy
bottom.
and weird. Anyway, all right.
March 20th.
Let's just focus on the content.
It's uncanny valley.
Eve of the spring.
He's deep.
This is a gift to the world on its birthday.
What do you think of the dangling beard hairs? Dreads?
It's giving Jafar. I like it.
Is it giving he wants to be a cult leader? That's all I wanted to confirm.
He needs to, I mean, he's leaning into the look. That's half of it. You got to dress for the job that you want in life. And he's doing that.
It's the world's birthday now. Where did he get that?
Yeah, he just
thinks
made that
it's
up.
possible to pinpoint a singular day for the formation of the Earth, and also that he knows what day that is. Never mind. Let's get to the point.
My friends, my fellow seekers of truth, and all those who have ever gazed up at the stars and pondered the infinite dance of the cosmos.
He's a good poet.
Today, we gather.
He's
at the
good with
threshold
words.
of a new
Good
era.
He's a good wordsmith. I'll give him that.
You see, for centuries,
acting.
the 3-body problem, it has stood as unsolvable, a testament to the chaos that emerges when celestial bodies interact under the invisible hand of great.
Yes, saying gravity in a sarcastic tone because you're an electric universe nutter who doesn't believe in gravity is totally a great way to preface you pretending that you've solved an impossible to solve problem pertaining to gravitation. Show us this universal harmony that transcends the limitations of classical thought, Terry. Show us some kick-ass next-level math, which I'm assuming you'll overlay on the screen digitally, since nobody would be dumb enough to pretend that they've solved a mathematical problem without showing any math whatsoever.
Through the linchpin geometry, tetraene dynamics, and of course the Howard comma.
Did you hear that? The Howard comma.
He's naming
He's naming things after
after
himself.
himself.
Just a list of dumb things you made up, except the third one. What was that? Did he say Howard comma? I actually didn't know this, but that's another way of referencing the Oxford comma, which is an optional final comma in a list of 3 or more items, something that is used by anyone who isn't a grammatical heathen. Does he think punctuation is going to help him do math?
We present a model that
No, it said it there that the Howard comma is just like another name for the Oxford comma. and he just wants to draw the.
He just wants shit
He
in
just
his
wants,
name.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna.
It's all about his ego.
I'm gonna reference the one that uses my name. Fuck calling it the Oxford comma. I'm gonna call it the Howard comma.
Yeah, the audacity, right?
Yeah.
All right, I want to get to his website. Terrence Howard's website.
I love somebody tearing apart his math, and I'm like, I also don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh
but you're
my.
also not making wild claims.
I'm not making wild claims, but I'm also like, oh my god, yeah. Why would he say the kappa of the zeta then? Oh my god, yeah. What an idiot.
Oh, here it is. I found it. The deluxe package. Yeah, go back to that.
Oh boy. Choose a package. Basic package. What is he running? A fucking spa? Oh no. Maybe you want to launch a business, creative project. Oh shit. This is it. This is the grift. Let's try the deluxe package. Creative project. Wait, isn't this the same exact description? For $500, it better come with a shit ton of these towels. Package? It's the exact same thing again, but
Look, the description, the actual body, the text body is the same.
pasta.
It's copy pasta.
with a bathrobe and a candle. You guys, I was not prepared for this. Oh, but let's see what they are saying.
This is amazing.
Lori says that it all begins with an idea. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe you
What
want to
about
launch
Jamie?
a business.
Oh, same quote. Maybe that's a mistake. Lindsay? Fuck me. Lindsay says it too. What are the odds? Well, it looks like Terry is as good at running a scam website as he is at doing basic math.
Yeah.
Good God, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Let's try merchandise. Okay, some drones which are clearly CGI and don't actually exist. Ooh, some snazzy lights. No prices listed, but handcrafted by Terry. I'm sure they work and everything. Ooh, t-shirts. 1 × 1 = 2, obviously. And here's one where he has a square root going across an equals sign. Classic Terry. Now let's try knowledge base. Wow, look, it's 3-body problem stuff. Maybe he has some math after all. Let's try resolving the 3-body problem. Hey, look, a thing with words, and it's a whole 3 pages by Terry and Chris D. Seeley. That must be who he was talking about in the ayahuasca video. Let's see if we can find out who this is.
So bitchy to call that video we were watching. He's
Yeah.
calling that the ayahuasca.
I like that because that's the vibe it's giving.
All right, so now you have the context,
Yeah.
right? Keep in mind that Bill Maher is platforming this lunatic for clicks.
For clicks.
That is exactly what he's doing.
It's like why it's the same reason why people book Corey Feldman.
This is
what we've come to as a society.
it is what we've come to as a society, and it is a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Just like the Billy Corgan shit.
4 times.
I owe it all to clean liquor.
Ooh, see now I owe mine to just sheer defiance. They've wanted me to.
I thought he was gonna say I owe it all to like beating my wives or what, you know, just like
Yeah, he's just literally
Roll
he's
the
saying
dice.
things. He's like saying it's like
he's a man of mystery.
It's like he's like Johnny Depp, but
Yeah.
Johnny Depp like 4 bottles of wine in and like halfway through the ayahuasca trip that's never ended.
I will say Terry looks great.
He does. Yeah, shaman outfits aside, yeah.
I called him Terrence Howard in the title of our
I
live
like
stream.
that.
Do you like that?
I like-
Sometimes I like calling him Terry, and sometimes I like calling him Terrence Howard.
I really like what Pig's doing with her face so much that I have to take a photo and then give it to you.
Okay.
She's moving around now. To describe to the audience, she has her paws on the edge of the couch, and she's very purposely going like this. It's very cute. Continue on.
That I've ever had to kill. Out of all the people that I've killed and
You're
doing
right.
What?
this stuff,
Sure.
In movies.
the nature of him, he's such a sweet.
In
Yeah.
movies.
I
Okay.
leave in a body bag, but never in cups, and that's.
Do you know who they're talking?
No, I
obviously.
don't know what they're
They're
referencing.
talking about fucking Exhibit, the rapper Exhibit. He was the hard, like, I love that guy so much that, like, killing him in a movie was really hard for me because he's such a sweet guy. So corny.
the way I felt about leaving ABC. You know, it's so funny. Like my friend said to me,
This is really cringe.
rappers, they're all so tough until you hear their real name.
Yeah.
Because Exhibit's real name is Alvin or something like that.
Yeah.
That is such a bad I don't like these people is what I'm trying to communicate.
Also, like, that's a thing, but you guys are old and it's not funny when you do it.
Right.
Or until you see him at a puffy party.
Oh.
Then they're not tough no more. I'm surprised that the rap game is still alive after, because the masculinity that the
Is
rappers
required.
are supposed to portray. Oh, drop
No.
it.
I'm not roofing myself. It's a way to have jing. I drink it. It's a way to have diet soda without any.
All right, who cares?
It wasn't processed. It was
Now he's
not
going on an
as-
RFK rant.
or refute what you just said because I don't know.
All
anything
these
about
people
that.
are just such old
wait,
farts.
He just said, I can't refute what you just said, right? So good for him for at least like he at least is smart enough to have a boundary to begin the interview of like you could say your horse shit, but I'm not gonna go, oh, like the last guy, like PBD was doing, Patrick Bet David, where he's like, oh, so I guess the mainstream, you know what I mean? Like the people at the center that are making the decisions, they just don't understand you, right? The people in charge, the money people, the corporate powers at play, right? They just don't get your beautiful mind. Whereas Bill Maher is being more reserved.
But he's still saying he's saying I can't refute you when it's like no you can't.
True.
It's absolute bullshit. So it's like
Good point.
So what we're dealing with Coke and Diet Coke, bitch? Nah, that is not a healthy beverage.
Good
A
point.
healthy beverage we do not have in our cup.
Never. I do know the course when they make a vaccine, they do have to put something.
Oh,
that
no,
will
we're
be
gonna go
the
into
delivery
anti-vax
system.
territory.
It used to be, for sure.
Yeah.
Poisonous mercury. Thimerosal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
people
we know
obsessed
that
with
the
that?
delivery system can be suspect. I never heard this. I know they grow usually in eggs, right? So the fact that you're saying ducks.
They
okay.
used to grow it in duck embryo, but now once they
Yeah.
started getting all of the
Okay, he just said, yeah. Okay, man.
I hate this casual like
Bill Maher was like, yeah, as if like I don't fucking know if it came from duck embryo, but
he's just saying yeah, of course. But the whole thing.
this is nutty. Go ahead,
It's
Buttons.
very nutty.
What were you gonna say?
I also just don't like the whole like casual like we're just smoking and chilling when nothing about this is it. Once again, if it's like the weird lighting in the Billy Corgan thing, you guys are trying to make it like we're vibing and we're chilling, and it's not giving chill vibe. I don't think you guys are.
Well, because there's
It's like corporate chill vibes.
well, right, because money is being made, clicks are being had. You know what? At least Bill Maher isn't saying, "Listen, I don't want to get in the dirt and make," because I don't like clickbait. I don't like clickbait, and it's like, bro, the whole point of your stupid podcast is to make
It's clickbait.
clickbait.
I guess he's not. At least he's not saying that. He's not.
fetuses.
He's being a covert narcissist versus the overt narcissist that Billy is being. That William Corgan.
Right, William Jr. as he refers to
Junior.
himself in third person in his head, Junior.
Jesus, fucking weirdos.
Art breakdown. Time for an art breakdown.
I know, it's time for my corny art breakdown.
And people just have this expectation that like
I know.
you're so important and like heavy.
It's like you're just really brilliant and
real,
like you're just
yeah,
weighed down by your
deep.
brilliance and
You're
you're
deep.
you're just so deep.
Really deep.
It makes it really hard to connect when you're like really intelligent and deep.
So because I've been doing art breakdowns, then they expect the art breakdown. So then you have to do the art breakdown.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's just like this art breakdown cycle of violence between us and the audience, and it's very hurtful to my ego.
It
From
sucks.
the abortion clinics, they started using the DNA from them as a delivery system, and that's
We're using
our
aborted
bodies
fetuses?
don't like having some foreign
Stem
thing
cell?
inside.
Well, that look again. I can only speak
cell,
on
yeah.
this. You seem
Yeah.
to have read
Embryo.
more in
I had
depth
to. I had the kids.
right than I have. I just speak.
He had the kids, ergo, no vaccine.
to cancer, and I went to a lot of the labs, and I was talking with him, and one of the things that I saw with the cancer cells, it behaves exactly like an embryo, wraps itself
gotta
in
pee.
dopamine.
I'll let you handle.
I'm like, that's
And
fucked up to
therefore,
leave me here in
dopamine is
this.
I'll let you
the
handle this
fuel of the
madness.
body, the gold of the body. So the body
I'm like, oh
starts
girl, I
sending
can't take it.
blood
I'm about to
vessels
pull my
get to
lashes
this
off. This
dopamine.
man's stressing me out.
That's the same thing that an embryo does. It wraps itself
Oh.
in dopamine, and so the mother's
Oh.
body sends all these blood vessels to feed it, and then it starts.
this man is
controlling the
crazy.
rest, and it keeps telling all the other at the end.
This man
of
is
every
so crazy. He has me
chromosome, there's
taking
these
off my lashes.
telomeres.
Telomeres.
Yes,
Yes, I take something to repair them.
Oh,
nitric oxide.
I don't know.
Or
They've
Sorry,
got
I'm
some, you know, it
embarrassed
could be
for
nothing.
him.
I could be just wasting my time, but
No, it's working.
It's-
Look at you.
well,
It's
maybe that's what it
disturbing,
is. The
so I have to, like,
telomeres. But
rub
the
my
telomeres,
eyes.
Right. I mean, as I understand it, as a
give
silly
myself a
layman,
little facial
is
massage
just yes,
because
the sort of
it
like
is
the
stressing me
frayed
out.
end of the cell, and you know, of course, we keep replicating ourselves.
why are we
So
why
if
are
you
we
could repair
platforming
that
any
end,
of this?
The next time it replicated itself, it wouldn't come out worse, because that's what aging is. We are all slightly worse. But we should add, before we go on, I guess
I had to take off my lashes and give myself an eyeball massage.
I also want to point out that PBD was talking about Terrence as if he's a retired actor from Hollywood. No, dude, no one wants to work with him because he's insufferable. Because all he talks about is his like.
Could you imagine him on set? Oh my God, the HR emails sent about him before. Could you imagine like everybody being like his assistants that like resigned? They're like, I can't work for Terry anymore.
Yeah,
I can't handle him. He's insane. He's driving me insane. I mean, I haven't been Terrence's assistant, but listening to him talk for 10 minutes made me peel off my lashes and rub my eyeballs because I'm like, I don't even know where to start here.
For sure.
Because again, we're all individuals. This one size fits all.
Vaccines.
Okay.
It's Vax talk.
Vax talk.
I'm skipping through it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Status quo in the way that I have. I mean,
No one's fought the status quo like Terry has.
show you
But
something.
it feels good, doesn't
That's
it?
how he's doing. Can't you see he's wearing a poncho?
Well, that's what they're bonding over. Is like we're both mavericks. I understand you, Terry.
Because we're both just people.
We cut against the grain. We're
we go
contrarian,
against the grain.
right?
We're tough.
We're tough. We're
I mean, Shmoo, how dare you doubt that man in that poncho?
we're rugged individualists. You know, we're American.
And great. I got suspended 15 times every year. 15 times a year, all through.
For what?
He's a
In high school,
doesn't even
college?
matter. Yeah, yeah.
What-
He's
what
a
are we talking
fucking Who cares? He's a nightmare.
He's a nightmare. He's a nightmare.
50 times a year.
How are you getting suspended 15 times a year? There's 12 months in a year. That's more than once a month.
That's this guy he's admitting he is a sucker.
He's a crash out king.
He's a crash out king.
4 times, always for insubordination. Always for insubordination, because I would ask the question, why? Why?
Not
Why
good
is
enough.
This? What? And they would sit up and say, because. And it's like, no, don't.
But you know, you can't have.
And so they would explain it to you,
both.
and they would go blue in the face explaining it to you, and you would have a crash out, and you'd say, "No, the sky is green, and you just hate me, and you don't want to believe the sky is green, and you're programmed to think the sky is blue, but it's actually green."
Yeah.
You know, just the right one.
Oh my God!
She didn't look at me crazy when I first started talking about 1 × 1 = 2. And I wasn't talking about 1 × 1 doesn't
Oh,
equal
I read that.
1.
I read about that.
And
what do you think? And what do you think, Bill Maher?
Use the 1 × 1 = 1 for things laid out. But if
Bill Maher is evil.
Measure this room.
He's like, "Oh, I heard about that," and you're supposed to. The correct statement is supposed to be, "I heard about that."
He is a
That's
ghoul
wrong.
and a goblin.
Yeah,
Billy Corgan is a
vampire.
So that's where the.
I've read your shit on this, and then I know Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tried to shit on
Ghouls,
it.
goblins, and the
he
worst
sure did.
monsters
Yeah,
of all.
but now,
Narcissists.
What does he say?
True.
I don't know. I don't even know the particulars that much. I just know there was a feud.
I don't know the
little bit.
particulars.
I gave him
I
my
can't
stuff,
refute
but-
this. He keeps
Well-
on being like, it's also what Billy Corgan was doing. When he's like, "Is that your second album or is it your third album?" I can't refute this. I heard about that. Yeah, but what do you think about that? Can you make a statement one way or the
Also,
It's very fence walkery in journalism.
And you just know that Billy was so obsessed with STP Evil Eye style for a while
Yeah.
that all he could think about, he knows everything.
It's like, "Oh, I didn't know you played in that."
Oh,
I didn't know
your
about
third
that.
album's Tiny Music? Bro.
You know that.
That guy
You lurked
That guy's been etched into his brain.
Yeah, no, you've been lurking.
I'm better than them.
You've
I'm
been
better than
Instagram
them.
stalking that girl's page for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know everything about her, and you're like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's so crazy."
That's exactly what it's
I have to
giving.
say,
Yeah.
is, I
Like,
don't
girl,
know the
you know.
specifics. I know what you're saying is either way smarter than I am
I did a one.
or way dumber.
No.
I don't know which one it is.
He doesn't know which one it is, Buttons.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
That silly old thing.
I'm just going to be agnostic about it.
You never looked at it like an option.
That's a motherfucker, huh?
Well, no, they're running 3 chords, 4 chords shuffle. It's not the hardest thing to do. It's not when you're but
Talking
to-
about music
to go
now?
and
Well,
stylize.
Well,
It's so easy.
but see, Bill's cool because he's smoking a joint like us, Buttons.
Yeah, it's making me not want to do drugs.
I mean, first of all, that's not even my situation.
Dad's making it not
so
cool.
perhaps-
Get out of here. Ruining my high.
Dad, get out of the shed.
Get out of
Stop
here.
hanging out with my friends.
He's like, "Actually, I used to grow bud back in the day."
That's why
Okay.
I bought beer for all the kids because they love me, man.
I get it. We know that you did, bro, but stop.
Do you kids want to watch porn with me? You want to see some porn?
I am in
That's
love.
such a cool dad thing to do. Watching porn with the boy, like,
Yeah, like watch porn with your.
and they're like 50. Like these boys are 15.
He's like, yeah, but like the thing is like I couldn't get a hold of porn when I was that age. I would have loved to seen some fucking big tits.
Yeah, and I smoked them out on my grass. It was my grass.
It's my grass. So everybody has to watch a
But
porn with me
If I
now.
could, I'd be like that. That's the kind of guy if I was going to be that.
Tell
kind
me
of guy.
about the girls you're dating. Have you gotten far with Rebecca? You're like, ew, Dad.
Dad.
Dad. And he's like, what? She got nice tits, huh? And you're like, she's 15 like me, Dad.
What is this music? You guys don't know real music, and then he puts on like Bon Jovi or something.
Yeah.
Like, Dad, you're ruining my fucking life.
And from that
Neil
moment
deGrasse?
onward,
Neil
every
deGrasse?
Yeah.
ring I got into, when I
Every
go on
ri-
the
Why is everything a... Do you notice that everything's also a fight and a war with narcissists? That's a
Dude,
very
Neil-
common thing.
Neil deGrasse.
DeGrasse?
Degrassi. Some people. There's different ways to say that
I've
name.
only heard Neil deGrasse.
I've heard more than just deGrasse.
Oh, wow.
Degrassi, right? Like the E
Neil
sometimes.
deGrasse.
It might be Degrassi Street.
I like saying it. I don't know.
Anyways, point being is that guy took time out of his day to go through your bullshit paper.
And then he was like trying to be cool with you.
He's trying to be cool with you.
And then he was like, hey, man, it's not actually.
And Terry's like, I'm going to sue him.
He was like, okay, this is weird.
It's like a dude divorce,
Yeah.
right?
to decimate the person I'm with, not in the fact of make them look bad,
Right.
but I want them to not need their lines. I want you to
I need them to grovel at my feet and lick them.
He's
I need to be cherished
pretty
as the god of all science.
That's his vibes.
I am a revolutionary.
I was
I
given
am
this.
speaking the only truth.
I know you don't.
so caught up in what we're doing that you don't even need to say.
It's working on me right now. You're getting the. I mean, cut, Brent. I don't need a second take on that one. That is
Oh wow, that's a very cute pig photo.
riveting
Very
shit.
cute.
He taught me that on that movie, and it changed the course of my career. Because then
Well,
when
Richard Dreyfuss has been here too.
oh my
Not in
God.
that position. He's been here.
Oh yeah, he's gone through it.
Well, no, he just took a Vicodin that day and was like horizontal in the chair, and it's. I mean, a lot of people have Googled it, but I like.
So
him
Bill Maher
much.
was Richard
I don't-
Dreyfuss's fucking therapist
I
for
think
that
so.
episode.
I
I'm
think
waiting for
so.
you to pull out the joint. I mean,
I'm
I'm
Oh.
smoked up with.
Oh,
I'm smoked with.
You know
Oh,
what?
shit.
I got.
He hasn't smoked up Terry by this
You know
point.
what? People give me bad information, and people protect people, and you're not the first
People
one
protect
here.
people. People.
What is he gonna say? The people said you don't smoke weed. He didn't just offer him the
No,
fucking
I was
weed.
told like, don't tempt him, and I'm like, you're
Oh.
with me. I'm a tempter. I'm a bad influence. We're at Club Random. This is known to be a place.
This is a
I
man
know.
card.
This is so awkward. He's like, why didn't you pass the joint to me?
Smoke with Willie. I still haven't done that. But
Hurry.
But
Hurry.
with Woody Harrelson.
Oh my God, they're
I
getting
can
stoned
arrange that.
together.
That's true.
No, that's my boy.
That's what Exhibit
Oh,
said.
no.
Yes.
See, they're back to
I will
Exhibit.
so
Yeah.
set that up. He owes me a favor. Oh, like
Oh, my
100.
Exhibit owes Bill
But-
Maher.
No,
You could
really.
fuck right off.
Ew.
I will so set that up.
Why? Because he interviewed him when he wasn't relevant. That's the implication.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
That'll be fun.
Everything's yucky. I wouldn't want to get high
Okay.
with either of these
So,
people.
This is homegrown and good and pure.
In that yard? In that huge
Yeah.
yard you got out there?
Yeah. I don't live here on the farm. I live next door.
I know, but
I
this is
can't.
really nice.
Oh,
You know,
This is
I
really
love
nice.
California. You love California?
Molecule for molecule, the THC in marijuana is 10,000 times stronger than alcohol in its ability to produce a mild intoxication.
Bro's literally just talking. He's
You
just
are-
yapping.
You're like Cliff Clavin. Cheer. You're like
No,
full of,
no.
He's a
full of
yapperton.
information.
He's just a yapperton. He's just yapping. He's just
remember
saying
Cliff?
things. This man just
You
says
remember
things.
Cliff Clavin?
Stop, pig. Pig. There's a man delivering cat litter and food.
Nice.
Bobby
And
Kennedy
she
is
is,
great. Okay.
I mean, you can do it right now. Any question you would want. Any question about anything like that.
Piggles. She's
I
a very
like
tough
But
guard
aren't
dog.
you? The entire universe. And I've got one
Pig.
question.
Come here. Come here, love.
Piglet.
Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Piglet. She's
And
first
it broke his
defender.
heart. That was the biggest mistake, and Billy D would have been one of the other people that would have. Yeah.
So you did which movie?
I didn't. Lee Daniels never did Marvin Gaye.
That's a shame because that is a much more
Smokey would
interesting
have been
stuff.
perfect.
Fibers. So
So now Terry's complaining about roles he's not getting.
You're right.
You know, it's like a cry fest.
Piglet.
look, I'm True Blue HBO. They're my life, and I love.
I would love to see me outside of my in that light. I'm on the set. I have a great shoot. I think it's a great shoot. I'm at Pratt Institute, going to school in Brooklyn for chemical engineering, electrical engineering at the time. And I tell all the kids in school,
No.
hey, I'm on Cosby Show. I'm on the Cosby Show. And the show
See
comes
your
out,
beast?
and I have people watching it in the auditorium.
crazy.
Crazy
I've
beast.
pulled that.
Have you told this to Elon?
Whoa, nobody's gonna be no nut 2045. Sick. Cream pies for everyone.
You looking forward to that era buttons?
Oh my god, cream pies for everybody and test tube babies. Oh fuck yeah. I don't want that thing gestating inside of me. I'm sorry. Motherhood does not sound like fun. It sounds like being a host to an alien invasive species.
Canon?
No,
Because
they're doing the right thing.
we didn't know some of the very unsavory things he was doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, integrity. That's because that
And
goes to
unsavory?
Your,
I mean,
national dignity. 'Cause
okay.
That's what you do.
Well, look. To be clear, my man card has never expired. Okay, so
Okay,
my man
good,
card is
good.
intact.
Oh, I love it when old men tell me that they could fuck still. Bro, nobody cares that your dick gets hard. Congratulations. I wish it fucking did it, and I'm sure your wife does too.
Bill Maher's
Jeez.
has never been married and has never had kids.
Oh, well then I feel bad for the fucking service providers that you book.
Yeah. And 4 of those
Yikes.
will bond and make larger bonds.
Okay, he's never been married. He's never had kids. You think he's got a fucking girlfriend? He sounds insufferable.
I don't know about his sex life,
He's
but
paying people to schlob his knob, and that's fine. And that's fine because that's a respectable profession and a respectable transaction to make. But it's also because he's insufferable. Who wants to be around?
yeah, he would be a very hard client to have.
He'd be hard to date, so he has to pay for people to be around
Yeah,
him.
that's probably a good point.
Not everybody pays because they're insufferable. But if you are insufferable and you have money, you're definitely paying to get it.
I mean, I just
They've
don't.
been selling Neverland.
Terrence Howard,
everybody.
unfortunately, is
No,
probably getting
they're no
pussed for
different
free.
than any other business.
I think he's married.
Is he married?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Because didn't he
It's like
mention
his
his wife?
fourth wife or something.
He mentioned that his wife. He said something with the 1 × 1 = 2, and he was like, "She didn't question me," and that was the basis of like maybe we could be in a marriage.
Pretty much.
If she doesn't fucking question me and she does as she's fucking told, then she could be in my presence.
Pretty much. Let's see how this episode ends.
There's
Right.
shit to do too now. I could talk to you all night.
He
I
looks
really
drunk
could.
already.
He
I
looks-
love getting
he's
a little
stoned.
wasted with you.
Oh, he
You
is a
are
little
everything
wasted.
I thought you would be.
To us, man.
Oh, they are
Please
wasted.
don't say this is the last time.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
bro.
Look up my shit.
Okay,
Oh, I
bro.
will.
Look up my
You know
shit.
what?
Go
Bill
to
Maher is a little bit
terrencelinchman.com.
sloshed. I wish I was fucked up after watching that.
Bill Maher has sold his soul to Satan.
He's just making
Hanging
shit.
out with Trump at the White House.
Bro doesn't care as long as he's getting money.
Yeah.
He's insufferable. He's got to come up with money to get the broads dished up. The
Yeah,
money's
it's
got to come in somehow.
It's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, that's true.